Yeah, it's me, Lee. Welcome to another episode of The Learning Curve. It's been a week since my last video, but I'm back. I'm back. And I just got to tell y'all that what happened was I was convicted by God. Yeah, I literally was convicted by God. Ironically, I was watching two YouTube videos, and basically, the videos were saying that faith without works are dead. So here I am putting the works into my faith, right? Uh, I want to start the video by saying that Mother's Day just passed. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and the mother like figures, right? I want to give them their kudos. And that brings me to my next point, which is women have taught me things that no textbook, no coach, maybe not even no other man could teach me, right? And so today I want to talk about some of those things. And the first is, of course, my mom, right? She's taught me a lot of things over the past, however many years I've been here. But one of the things that really stuck with me was one time I was trying to get these pair of Jordans. If you know, you know, back in the early mid to late 2000s, right? We in high school, we weren't really into designer clothes. Nobody had that. If you had a fresh pair of Jordans, you were clean in high school. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. And so for me, my mom was like, I was trying to get these Jordans and telling her how excited I was about it. And, she pulled me aside and she was like, hey, like, you seem really excited about these Jordans, like more excited than normal. What's up? And I'm like, I feel like these Jordans will, give me a better, like social standing in school. You know what I'm saying? Like I have more clout or whatever it is the term would be nowadays. My mom looked me in my eyes and told me, them Jordans don't make you. You make you. Always remember that. And that stuck with me ever since. She was giving me a lesson in self-confidence, basically telling me that just because you got these sneakers on don't make you, they might give you a self-esteem boost, but you're the one wearing the shoes. You make the shoes don't make you. That was a big lesson in my life, especially as a teenager, and you know what I mean, boost my self-confidence. So shout out to my mom for that. Within my family, another like great example that I'm thinking of as far as the women in my life are both of my sisters, right? And they've taught me to expand my territory. Like, bro, like, a lot of things I had not witnessed until I was, my sisters had put me onto it or they had showed me different things, right? And the first example is just with college, right? One of my sisters went to one of the top rated public universities in the country, and she was just so kind to me and just so willing to help me and look out. And so what she did was she took me on campus one day, and so I got to hang out and be in the environment, be in the student center, be on campus getting pizza, hang out, you know what I mean, at I think it was like an African American dance show that the Black Student Union was putting on. And I was able to witness that and just had a great time, right? You know what I mean? And like that really shaped my mold. And I didn't tell anybody this, but that really was a determining factor for where I wanted to go to college, and as if I even wanted to go to college. That helped shape me, and that determined that I want to go to the University of Michigan for my college. Now, did I end up going to that specific campus? No, but I did go to a satellite campus, and that's again because in the back of my head I always knew I wanted to go to the University of Michigan. I actually was going to end up going to Eastern Michigan University, which is another great school, and that's a topic for a whole nother video. So if you guys want me to elaborate on that, I'd be happy to. Right. And finally, I'm thinking now, my other sister, right? So she actually taught me and put me on to the fact that wealth and like affluency, I don't know if that's a word, is obtainable. And what happened was I was with her and we were catching a long flight across the country. So from, you know, let's say New York to LA. And I was with her and we printed off our boarding passes. And I'm looking at our boarding passes and I see like a single digit seat number there. And I'm like, this got to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never flown first class before. You know, if you know, you know, right? When they're talking about zones, zone A, B, C, D, you got your headphones on, you ain't listening. You like, whatever. Yeah, yeah. Call me when y'all call zone E. That was what I was used to. You know what I'm saying? We get to the gate, they start calling people up. My sister stands up. They go, zone A, please approach the station or whatever. Not the station, but y'all know what I mean. The little kiosk desk. We walk in and she stands up. I'm like, what you standing up for? She like, look at your ticket. I look at my ticket. 1A, want 2B. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, this is crazy. I was 1A, she was 2B. Right? I'm like, this is crazy. So we walk in, you know what I'm saying? We get on the plane. The stewardess greets you with a bottle of water as soon as you get on the plane, right? There's a little pillow sitting there in your seat for you. The seats are big and wide. They might have had a little warm towel sitting there for you, a blanket, bro. And I'm like, I can't believe my sister got me, you know what I'm saying, a first class seat on a plane ride for, like I said, it was gonna be like a good 4 hour flight. And bro, like that just changed my whole perspective on, again, like opulence and like luxury and like really being able to obtain these things that you see, you know what I mean? Especially coming from where we come from and what we look like. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I was like super far fetched that I'd be on a first class flight, but it certainly wasn't the norm and it certainly didn't happen. This was the one and only time it happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So that really opened my eyes and expanded my territory to let me know, like, yeah, you can do this. You can fly first class. You know what I'm saying? If you did it once, you can do it again. Right. And then my third like story or lesson that I kind of want to talk about is actually with regards to my partner, right? So her and I, we were having a discussion that turned into a bit of a verbal sparring match. So we're going back and forth, and I had said something to her that I brought something up from the past, and she looked at me and she was like, "That's not fair." And I'm, whatever, what do you mean it's not fair? This, that, and the third. And she said, you're not verbally sparring fair. And I didn't think about it in the moment, but that night I sat and thought about it and I thought about it. And I thought she's right. I'm not, again, verbally fighting fair. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm bringing up stuff from the past. I'm not staying focused on the topic at hand. And that's neither here nor there, right? Like there's a time and a place for everything. And so as a man, it's important, you know what I mean, to stay focused on topics. So she taught me how to verbally spar fair, y'all. I didn't know that that was the thing. Like if you get into a verbal discussion with somebody, like there's not rules, but there's guidelines around how things should be said or what you say, especially if you care about the person, right? So just a couple of things, but that brings me to my final point. You know what I mean? What's something that a woman taught you guys that changed your life or influenced you or was really impactful? I gave y'all a list of three for me, so it's up to you. Drop something in the comments. Let me know what y'all have learned from the beautiful and careful and lovely women in your life. And, it can be something practical like how to cook. It could be something inspirational like they took you on your first class flight. Whatever it is, put it in the comments below. If you're getting any value out of this, please like and subscribe to my channel. This is The Learning Curve, where we believe progress is profit. And on that note, I'm out. One take Saudi. Peace.